guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I am cleaning out slash decluttering my ColourPop Super Shock shadows. Now there are quite a few in here. Hold on, let me just pull all the ones from back here out so that they're all completely visible. There's only a handful, but I just want to make sure that you guys can see everything I've got. Well, almost. There's a little bit over here that's out of the way, but you guys get the idea. I have a lot of these. And what I want to do is I want to go through them because I feel like some of these are dried out and hard to use and hard to swatch. So what I'm going to do is I am literally going to be going through each and every one of these, swatching them on my hand, and then whichever ones are dried out and gross are getting tossed into my trash bin, which is my Ulta box or my giant Ulta haul that I just did. If you guys didn't see that video, it'll be up here. So let's go ahead and start swatching, and I do kind of want to work light to dark, and I am also, I don't know the exact amount of time that these are good for because they don't have an expiration. It doesn't have this little can here where like this says 12 months. There isn't something like that on these, so there isn't really a way for me to know unless I just remember when I bought them, which some of these are very, very, very old. So this shouldn't be too difficult. So let's just start from the back, work our way front. All these ones with the butterflies should still be okay as long as I've closed the caps tightly, because these were from a giant spring haul I did for ColourPop. It was a butterfly collection, I think last year. I'll link the video above if I can find it. This is the shade Goodbye Butterfly. Still feels nice, still looks nice. Oh lord, this is gonna be harder than I thought. There we go. Yeah, that's still swatching okay. He gets to stay. Actually, I should just go through and check all the butterflies. So let me go ahead, pull all the butterflies front and center. Next, I have the shade Ladybird. I love this shade. This is an amazing shade. I mean, look at that. It's almost like a highlighter, but for your lids. That is not going anywhere. If I can close this, there we go. Oops. Next, I have the shade Three's a Cloud, which is this really pretty, like, golden color. This one still feels good too, still has good color payoff, so we're gonna keep on using him. We have the shade Soul Shalies, which is pretty purple. Go ahead and grab this one, that one. Looking good too. Have the shade EXO, which is like a deeper purpley pink. Very pretty. Oof, that one's looking good. Let's do the blue. I've got the shade Superfly, which is a really pretty, like, royal blue. Ooh, this one's a little dry, but he might be gone for. He's not very pigmented, and he's kind of hard to... Yeah, this is... Let's just take a second. Maybe it's just not as pigmented as the other ones. I don't know. I haven't really used this one as often. He's still okay. If we're going to assume these have a 2-year expiration, that one should still be okay. I have to clean off my fingers for a second. Also, I am wearing my Captain America sweatpants, just as a random side note. This one is the shade Up in the Air. Oh, this is gone because watch this. Yeah, he's done. I could press him back in, but I obviously didn't seal that up tight enough, so Up in the Air is going in the trash. Next, I have Buzzin', which still looks okay. Ooh, nope, he's gone. As soon as I touched him, as soon as I touched it, watch this, come on. Like, it starts to bead up on my finger rather than, do you see how there's like little chunks in my finger? Yeah, that's not okay. So, Buzzin', goodbye. Now let me really quickly just wipe my arm off here. I'm gonna go through quite a few makeup wipes. Good thing I just bought some new ones at CVS. Now let's just start. Do I have any? Let's grab all these ones in black because these were also a collection. And I know I decluttered most of them at one point, but I don't know how old these are. This one's the shade Desert, which is a satin. Oh, this one definitely still feels okay. It still swatches okay. Desert gets to stay. This one is the shade Fairfax. Still okay. It's a little bit dry, but I mean, it's definitely not as bad as the others. I'll put it in the maybe pile. And then we have Patchwork. Ooh, this one looks gross. Oh, yeah, he's chunking up all of my finger, which sucks because this is such a pretty shade. You know what? Is such a gorgeous shade. I have to get rid of it. It's dry, it's crumbling, but it's so pretty. Okay, let's do all the greens, the minty ones. These were from a holiday collection, and to be honest, I missed a butterfly. We'll pull him out. I missed a couple of butterflies, sorry. 3 butterflies. Holy hell, I suck. Okay, hold on. So let's really quickly do these. Let's do these remaining few butterflies that I apparently just did not even see. So we've got the shade Polly, which is good. It's still soft. It's still got good payoff. Gets to stay. We have Flux with You. This one still feels great, actually. I'm gonna have to clean all those off because of my fingerprints. Race You, which isn't really my cup of tea for a color choice. Oh, this is just not even swatching. Like look at that. This pink one, it's barely paying off. But I mean, maybe it's meant to be a little bit more sheer. Let me see what the formula is for this. It's a glitter sheer, so yeah, he can stay then. He's not meant to be uber pigmented. Why do I felt like I have way more of these than I do, like, seeing how fast I'm getting through them right now. Like, I thought this was gonna take quite some time. But this might not, actually. Next, we have the shade Force Behavior. This one feels pretty good. Still has good color payoff. He gets to stay. And yes, I'm aware that I call makeup he. I don't know why I do it. Please stop asking me. I think it's because... I mean, I don't actually know the reason why, but it's probably because I'm used to talking to my cat and he's a he. This is the shade Bumblebee. Might be time to call it quits. He feels a little bit dry. Feels dry, but the color payoff is still good. I'm gonna put that in the maybe pile as well. I'll reassess based on what colors I have left at the end. How's that sound? Okay, now on to these minty holiday ones. I have the shade New Magic, which this one is super pretty, and I love this actually. It's just like a glitter topper. I love it. He's staying. This one's the shade Stargirl. You know what? I don't need Stargirl because it looks a lot like that other one I just swatched. So Stargirl, since it's a little bit dry anyway, going in the trash. This one is the shade Goodish. It's just this really kind of pretty purple, like a pale lilac-y purple. Can you see that? Yeah, that's pretty. I like it. It can stay. Then we have Babykins, which is like a deep... Ooh, this one feels great, actually. Yeah, that one can stay. Only 2 more of the mints, and then we're on to just close to regular formulas. Sleigh Bells. Yep, this is definitely from a... Really, computer? Sleigh Bells, this is definitely from a holiday collection. That one's like a pretty brown with purpley red reflect in it. That's pretty. Then we have Half Light, which is like purpley bluish. That one's very pretty. That can stay. Okay, so I have two that are kind of in different packaging, which I figure since they're in different packaging, might as well just do them and then move on. So this one is the My Little Pony collection. This is the shade Cherries Jubilee. This is a lot like that new Magic one, except this isn't quite as sheer. That one's pretty. I'll keep that. Still feels good. This is the ColourPop Birthday Shadow in Birthday Wish. This one still feels good. Definitely still okay. Now let's just start. Oh, Acorn. This one's already hit pan. How good does this one feel? It feels okay, but the color payoff is not there, so I'm gonna finally toss Acorn. I don't even know if Acorn's still available to be purchased, but he's going away. We have Coppa Feel. That's feeling very dry. I'm going to toss Coppa Feel. We're on to this one, which is the shade Alchemy. This, I think I probably just have to toss. They don't make this one anymore. This is my favorite one. This one is a glitter sheer formula, and to be honest, I really love the glitter sheers. They're great to just put over an eye look. Like, look at that. It's so glittery. It looks a lot like this other one up here that I just swatched, the birthday one, so I suppose I can go ahead and toss Alchemy, even though it breaks my heart. Let's stick with lighter shades. So I've got this one down here at the end, which is the shade Glow. This is one of the Kathleen Lights ones from like the original quad. I mean, hell, it still feels good. It's still got good color payoff. So I will keep Glow. Let's do this one, which is the shade Kush, sorry. It's not Kush, it's Kush. There's two O's. It's like a really pretty metallic silver color. That one looks good. You can stay. Great, let's just pull the, oh, this one's kind of lightish. No, maybe not. Well, too late, I already pulled it out. This is the shade Frog. This one just looks a little, yeah, he's all flaky, but it's so pretty, but I'm gonna toss it because that's just flaking all over the place. We have Eye Candy. I think this one's gonna get tossed because I've had this for a very, yeah, it's so dry. It's like all one big block of what feels like a now powdered shadow. This one is the shade Truth. I don't know the last time I've used this one, so let's, oh, that's dried. That just, nope. Nope. Ah, shit. God damn it. Trying not to leave fingerprints on these, even though it doesn't matter because they're going in the trash, but still. We have the shade, this is one of the K-pop shadows. Oh, this is probably disgusting. This is the shade Sunset Boulevard. Oh. It actually still feels really nice. Still has decent color payoff, so actually he gets to stay. This is the shade Get Lucky. I bought this on a Kathleen Lights recommendation, so that's how old this is. Let's actually still feels good. I don't think this is the original one I purchased anyway. I think this was a replacement, but it still feels good, so it can stay in the collection. We have the shade Wilshire, which is another K-pop one. Oh, that's dried out. Goodbye. That's gross. It's kind of mind-blowing for me to see why I purchased some of these. Like, just to see the names and know why I bought them in the first place is hilarious. I've got two yellows in here. I have Tankini, which I love because I've obviously hit pan here in the middle. It still feels great. Still has great color payoff, so Tankini will stay in the collection. Then we have the shade Come Clean. This is more of like a greenish gold. This one still feels good. I think this is a newer shade in the collection, so it will stay. Just gonna start calling all of them it, so that people won't yell at me about calling them anything else. This is the shade Tea Party. Feels good. Has good color payoff. It will stay. And this is the shade 1 by 1. I think this is from the summer collection, like last summer. Still has good payoff, still feels fine. Got a couple of pinks and like beigey colors. So this is the shade Glisten. I haven't even touched this. So still feels okay. This must be newer, which has now been touched. This is the shade I Like You. This has also not been touched. Great. This one is Kennedy. I actually really love this shade. Ugh. It's like, it's all right on the edges, but down to the middle where the divot, where the bottom of the pan is at, I'll keep it on the side. My judgment says I should get rid of it, but I'll wait till the end to make that decision. This one is the shade Sidekick. That's gorgeous. Keeping that. And actually, since, are these? No, I'll do it at the end. I'll do it at the end when I can focus on that. Let's do some of these brighter shades. We have the shade Monkey Business, which I haven't touched. Well, that's got good color payoff. Is this one a pigment? Ah, this is a pressed pigment that's not for the eye area, but look at that color payoff. That's gorgeous. Staying. This one is Blitzen. This is from, I think, the Kathleen Lights like holiday collection this year. It's a really pretty red. Oh, that's gorgeous, actually. Keeping that. Plus, if it's only from this year, I think it can afford to stay. We've got Hot Toddy. This one, I think, is a little older. Still looks good, or feels good, and it still looks amazing. That will stay. Let's go ahead and clean off my fingers. Shall we do some purples? These are my purples. Let's go ahead and do these. The first one in here is Twitter Pated. Still feels good. Still swatches good. We have Vela or Vela, V-E-L-A, which this has been untouched. Has still okay. Hasn't dried out for any reason. I have Whittle, W-I-T-T-L-E. Still feels and looks great. We have Daddy. That does not. Nope, that's going. It's dry. As soon as I pushed it, that whole thing disconnected. Let's let this focus. This whole thing disconnected from the side up here. That's dried out. We have Wild Thoughts. Feels okay. Swatches okay. We have Don't Leave. Perfectly soft. This must be newer. Still pays off great. Those are all staying. It's currently raining outside, so I'm sorry if you guys can hear the rain rolling through here in the Chicago suburbs. I'm gonna save the blues for last because they're really going to stain me. So I'm just grabbing some of the more neutralish looking ones. Okay, great. We've got kind of these guys. First up is Thirsty Girl. That one feels okay. Had a bit of a questionable moment. I guess that one's green, isn't it? Well, it's still pretty. Still fine. We have Sundance, which is an ultra metallic. I don't remember this name. It's probably been a while since I've... Ooh, that's pretty. That will stay. We have Hanky Panky. This one might be. It's a little dried out. I'm gonna toss that. We have Waddles. I love Waddles, but I think my Waddles is, yeah, it's disgusting. I'm gonna toss that. This is an amazing shade though. I love this shade. I actually did at the beginning of last summer, last June, I did my top 20 ColourPop Super Shock shadow shades. And some of these ones I'm finally getting rid of are ones that I've had for years, but they are definitely favorites. So if you guys didn't see that video, go check it out. We have Smash. This might be having to go away now. Oh, no. I thought Smash, oh, just because it's an old shade doesn't mean I bought it a long time ago. We have, let's do this one. It's unswatched. This is Light Up. Feels good. Looks good. Whoa. Throwing things everywhere. We have DGAF. Feels great. Swatch is great. We have Bill. This one might be, yep, that's dried out. Goodbye, Bill. Bill, I love you so. This one is in mixed tape. Still feels good. Still has good payoff. Next, we have Lightning Bug. That one looks and feels great. We're moving into the territory of browns, so I'm just going to start pulling all those out and leaving behind the greens, blues. Great. Great, we got these. This one's the lightest. This is Sequin. Ugh, this just, ugh, it doesn't feel right. Nope. Next, we have Fade In. That's dried out. Like, I'm trying to figure out if I can let this, see how when I touch this, it all balls up in the pan and cracks. That's how I'm knowing that they're dried out. We have Cutologist. That feels dried out. Okay, we have As If. Still feels good. To be honest, it looks swatched okay on camera, but it's not swatching so great. I think it's just about to be dried out. We have Noontide. I was about to call that Moontide. That one looks amazing. We have Static. That one's okay. We have Summer Side. Still feels good. Swatched okay. Melrose. That one's good. Oh, this is a goner. I can hear it. This is No Promises. Yeah, he's goodbye. And Seeker. Oh, that's dried out. Gross. That one's really bad. Well, we're doing good so far, guys. I feel like it's a little bit more than half is being kept right now, which is a good amount. I mean, like I said, I'm not throwing out things due to their colors for the most part. I'm throwing them out due to expiration. Okay. Also, for anyone curious, I'm using the Skin Food Daily Brightening Cleansing Tissues to wipe my hands off. This one I think just probably needs to go. This is Sugar, and this is such a beautiful shade, and I don't think they make it anymore. And I've had this for probably years, so I'm just gonna be proactive and toss it. Special Delivery. If that's a piece of my hair. This one feels good, looks good. You get to remain. Okay. Next, we have Snapdragon. Nope, dried out. I think these are about 3 years old now. Some of these blue ones have been here for a while. Zoom Ship, this is a new shade, newer shade. Yep, that's good. We have Flower Shop. That's dried out. I can't even like dip my finger into it. To be fair, it's not like I didn't know this moment was coming, it's just sad. This is the shade Coconut. I really hope this one is not dried out. I love this shade. Oh, thank God he still feels good. Stay, Coconut. Look at that. Oh, it's just such a pretty, like, royal blue. This is, luckily, this one might be a goner. Oh, he's still okay. Luckily, holding strong. Then we have Fangirl. Oh, that's dry, I think. Yeah, that's dry. Goodbye to you, Fangirl. 5 more. Let's do it. We've got Partridge. Still feels good. He gets to stay. Issa. ISSA. Ooh, that feels beautiful. Well, that one's purple. I thought it was blue. We have Baby T. This one might need to get... Oh, that one feels really nice, actually. Ah, shit. Some of these are, like, so marked up on the side of them from me grabbing them. I'm gonna set the... I mean, I'm gonna wipe them all down before I put them back in the drawer, but... You know. I wish I had thought to count these before I started swatching. We have the shade Plaid. This is like a really deep, rich green. Beautiful. And finally, Effect. Oh, that's dry. Goodbye, Effect. Okay, so let's take a moment here. I'm going to go ahead and use this makeup wipe that I have in my hand here to wipe out this drawer. I know that's not really what this is meant to be for, but... Oh, fudge. Okay, I'm gonna go off camera, refill the drawer, clean off the ones I'm keeping, and also take a count of how many I've kept, and then we'll go through the maybe pile. Okay guys, so here are all the ones I was keeping. So right now I have 56 in here that I'm keeping, and I have 28 in the trash pile. So we just have 3 shades to debate about. The first one is the shade Kennedy, which I think I'm going to get rid of because there are a couple of different shades in here similar to it, which puts me at 29 in the trash. We have this one, which I don't have a dark brown like this Fairfax one, so I'm going to keep this, even though that's going to drive my OCD crazy. So I now have 57 here. And this last one, the shade Bubblebee, I will go ahead and get rid of because, again, there's shades close to this one in here already. So that brings me to 30 in the trash, 57 in the drawer. That's pretty darn good when you start with 87 of them. I didn't realize I had 87 of these. Holy hell. So yeah, that's it for today's video. I just wanted to do a quick declutter, clear the store out because I've got more ColourPop products coming soon. I know, it's sad, but it's okay. So that's everything. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you kind of liked this declutter, I will go ahead and link up here in the corner for you guys the latest declutter series, which I think was from last fall. Wow, has it really been that long since I've decluttered? I might have to declutter soon. Wow. Okay. Well, that's it for all of these Super Shock shadows. I'll also link down below in the description box that top 20 video that I mentioned earlier. And yeah, I think that's everything. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!